Good evening, guys. Yes, good evening. Vijay Kumar, Amar, good evening. Right. Okay, guys. So let's start the session. Today we are going to discuss about file system hierarchy. So this is very, very important concept. It's a third chapter. Right, guys. This is third chapter. Yes, good evening. Prakash, Nikhil, good evening. Praveen, good evening. Right, guys. Guys, offline, please focus on it. Why you making noise? Last row. Huh? So today we are going to discuss about very, very important concept. Please concentrate. Right? Jayaraj, good evening. Right, guys. So before discussing about file system hierarchy, I'm trying to providing some information related to Windows. Right? Then we are going to compare with Windows. Then you can able to understand very clearly. I hope you got it, guys. Right? So I hope you have the Windows laptops. Right? So I hope you'll have Windows laptop, right? For example, in your laptop, maybe the operating system, it got corrupted, right? So now we need to install the operating system. Got it, guys? How to install the operating system into virtual machine already we know, right, guys? How to install the operating system we know already into virtual machine. Yesterday we completed. So today we are going to discuss, I will provide you some steps how we need to install the operating system into our laptop directly into our physical machine. But I am unable to install here because already you know we are doing offline and online both the sessions. Right, guys? So you have the laptop. The laptop doesn't have the operating system. Now we need to install the operating system into our laptop. Right, guys? So let's see here how we need to install the operating system. Yes, guys. How we need to install the operating system into our laptop. In our laptop, we'll have the one device called hard disk, right? Inside the hard disk, we are going to install the operating system. To install the operating system, what we need? Prerequisites. So for example, we need to install the operating system into our laptop. So for installing the operating system into our laptop, what we need? We require DVD, right? Or image file or pen drive. Okay, pen drive. So DVD, pen drive, right, guys? And ISO image, right? With the help of ISO image, so we are going to create the bootable DVD and pen drive. Got it, guys? With the help of ISO image, we are going to create bootable pen drive or DVD using few third-party applications like Nero Burning Room and Rufus. Like this, we'll have few applications we need to download from internet. With the help of those applications, we are going to create the bootable DVD or bootable pen drive, right? So we have bootable DVD or pen drive. So according to your requirement, you can use anything. It may be DVD, it may be pen drive, whatever if you want, you can use to install the operating system into our laptop, right? This DVD or pen drive, to whom we need to connect? We need to connect to system. System is your personal computer, right, guys? So we need to connect the DVD or pen drive to our system, right? And we should reboot the machine. We need to connect the pen drive, then restart the machine. Right, guys? Restart. After restarting, so it is going to boot, right? We need to enter into the BIOS. BIOS. After rebooting, we are going to enter into the BIOS. BIOS stands for Basic Input Output System. Basic Input Output System. How we need to enter into the BIOS? Using function keys. F1 to F12 function keys will have. Apart from that, few motherboard manufacturers, they will provide delete key, escape key also to enter into the BIOS. I hope you got it, guys. We need to reboot the machine. So after rebooting the machine, you're going to get the option called BIOS. Okay, let's see, guys, here. So here we need to reboot and we need to enter into the BIOS. How we need to enter into the BIOS? Using function keys, guys. Using few function keys. We have F1 to F12, delete or escape key. If you reboot the machine, it will show you the one key. According to that, we need to enter into the BIOS. Inside the BIOS, we have an option called boot. Right, guys? Inside the BIOS, we have one option called boot. Inside the boot, we have first boot device, second boot device, third boot device, fourth boot device, like this will have option. In first boot device, okay, in first boot, we need to select pen drive or DVD according to your requirement. Maybe if you insert the pen drive, then we need to select the bootable pen drive as a first boot device. Right, guys? If you insert the DVD, we need to select the DVD as a first boot device. I hope you got it, guys. Then what we did the changes, we need to save those changes. So we should use F10 key. We need to use F10 key to save the changes. What we did the modification, right? So what we did the modification in BIOS, those changes we need to save. So we should use F10 function key to save the BIOS settings. Then reboot it. Right, guys? Then we need to reboot the system. Mission, it will start with our pen drive or DVD. It's a bootable pen drive we are using. So with the help of this pen drive, computer, it will start. It is going to boot. Then installation process, it will happen. Yesterday we installed, right? Assume this we are installing Windows operating system. Right, guys? So your Windows operating system, it got corrupted. We need to install the Windows operating system, right? So we should follow those procedure. Here we need to use Windows ISO image. Windows 10 or Windows 11, whatever it may be, according to your requirement, you can use the Windows ISO image. With the help of Windows ISO image, we are going to create the bootable pen drive or DVD. I hope you got it, guys. Now system, it got started and then it is try to installing the operating system. So where we are going to install the operating system, guys? Installation destination, right? Hard disk, secondary storage device. In our laptop, we'll have the hard disk, right? Inside this hard disk, we are installing the operating system. Guys, Windows having one good feature. Automatically, it will assign one drive letter to the device to identify the device. Guys, give me 1 minute. Guys, give me 1 minute online. Here, some projector problem will have. So projector settings, please give me 1 minute. Online, 1 minute. Actually, some technical issue here. Guys, yes, guys, here some projector resolution problem. Please give me 1 minute. It is resetting. Okay. Guys, can you hear me? Am I audible online? Okay. Let's see here. So now we are trying to installing the operating system into hard disk. Windows having one good feature, guys. Windows having one good feature. Automatically, it will assign one drive letter to the device. For example, so we connected one hard disk. To identify the hard disk, Windows, it will assign one drive letter called C. Right, guys? So, for example, I need to communicate with you. If I doesn't know your name, how I can able to communicate? Like the same way, so we need to store the data inside this hard disk. We need to install the operating system inside this hard disk. We should know, we need to identify the hard disk, then only we can able to install the operating system. So for identifying the hard disk, we are going to get one drive letter from Windows operating system. Automatically, hard disk having C drive in Windows. Why C drive? Why not A? Why not B? We have A to Z drive letter concept. We have A to Z drive letter concept. A, B, C, D, like this we'll have till Z, right? If you want, you can give A, B, A, C also, right? So why C drive? Why not A? Why not B? Yes, guys. A and B, it reserved for floppy. Do you know floppy? Floppy drive. So in olden days, we'll have the floppy drive, floppy disk to store the data. C, it's reserved for hard disk. Okay. 4 MB, 8 MB, like this will have floppy drive size, floppy disk size. Let's see, I will show you few images from internet. So because of that reason, by default, hard disk having C drive. So nowadays we doesn't have the floppy drives, no one they're using. So okay, floppy disk image. See guys, this is floppy disk, right? So this is a floppy disk. We have two types of floppies, double density and normal floppy. Little bit big floppy will have. So that is double density floppy. Another one is, so this is floppy drive images. See here. This is floppy drive. It will be looking like DVD. DVD drive will have, right? Like the same way you'll have, we are going to insert the floppy inside this drive. For floppy drive, A and B got reserved. Two types of floppies will have, normal floppy and double density floppy. So for both, A for normal floppy, B for double density floppy, like this they are going to assign. C hard disk, D pen drive, E DVD. Automatically one drive letter it will assign, right? That is called mount point in Linux. In Windows, we are going to call drive letter to identify the device. Simple guys. Linux offline classes, Naresh IT peoples, they're conducting. Where they are conducting? If you doesn't know, can you able to attend the offline session? New building. In new building, we have third floor. In third floor, first classroom. Classroom A, classroom B. Third floor having two different classrooms, classroom A and classroom B. Then how you are going to attend the Linux class in classroom A? Like the same way, where we need to, if we having the multiple hard disk, if we having the multiple devices, where you need to install the operating system inside the hard disk, with the help of this drive letter, how we'll have the classroom numbers to identify the classroom. So like the same way, we'll have classroom, drive letters, C drive, D drive, E drive. So like this, we have A to Z drive letters. I hope you got it, guys, right? Windows having, it's a one good feature. Automatically, it will assign one drive letter to this particular device. With the help of the drive letter, we can able to identify the device. Now we are trying to installing Windows 10 operating system into hard disk. I hope you got it, guys. Here in Windows, we are going to call C drive. Guys, where you are installing the operating system, most of the people, they are saying into C drive. No, guys. We are not installing the operating system into C drive. We are trying to installing the operating system into our hard disk. Right, guys? For example, if you try to dividing the one more partition, okay, we are trying to making one more partition, guys. Right? So this is D drive. Automatically, one more drive letter it will assign for this particular. For example, this is new building, hard disk. In new building, we'll have two different classrooms. Classroom A, classroom B. Right? Where those classrooms it got located in the sense in new building, right? I hope you got it, guys. Right? Like the same way here, we are not going to install the operating system into C drive. We are installing the operating system into hard disk. We are trying to storing our personal data and official data into our hard disk. So why we need drive letters in the sense to identify the block. This is one block and this is another block, right? If you doesn't know the block number, how you are going to identify? So this is drive letter. In Linux, we need to call mount point. Where we are installing the operating system in Windows in the sense in reverse slash. Most of the people that doesn't know. Okay. So most of the people what they are thinking, they try to installing the operating system into C drive. They try to storing the data into D drive. They try to copying the data from E drive. Like this people are thinking, no guys, those all the data where we are going to store inside the hard disk. So here in Windows, we have one top level directory. So we are going to represent with the help of reverse slash. So this is hard disk, right guys? So inside this reverse slash, we are going to store the data. C and D, those all drive letters. According to our requirement, we can able to change the classroom numbers, right? Maybe tomorrow we are going to classroom A for that classroom B for this classroom. We can, like the same way here we'll have the drive letters. But where we are trying to storing the data inside the reverse slash in Windows. Most of the people that doesn't know this. Most of the people what they are thinking, we are trying to installing the operating system into C drive. They try to installing the operating system into C drive. We are trying to storing the data into D drive like this. We are installing the operating system into our hard disk and we are trying to storing the data inside our hard disk. So how we are going to get our hard disk? With reverse slash here. I hope you're clear, guys. In Windows, right? Coming to Linux, guys, can we able to store the data without drive letter? For example, sometimes you're using Windows laptop. If you're connecting the pen drive into your Windows laptop, right? The pen drive, it will detect. You're going to get the sound, it got detected like this. We are unable to get the pen drive from my computer. Sometimes it will happen. Got it, guys? So if you are unable to get the pen drive letter in my computer, can we able to store the data inside the pen drive? It's possible. Without drive letter, can we able to store the data into the device? It's not possible, right? If you go to device manager, there will have the pen drive. We need to assign the drive letter. If you assigning the drive letter, then only it will reflect into the my computer. Then we can able to store the data with the help of drive letter. So coming to Linux terminology, here we should not call drive letter. We need to call mount point. Mount point, M-O-U-N-T. Mount point, guys. Clear, guys? So coming to Linux, we doesn't have any drive letter concept. Remember, in Linux, we doesn't have C drive, D drive, E drive like this. Only in Windows will have the drive letter concept. In Linux, we doesn't have the drive letter concept. So coming to Linux, we have one hierarchy, one tree structure. I hope you got it, guys. It's a one hierarchy. It's a one tree structure, right? So tree having root, right? Without root, can we have the tree? No. Like the same way, coming to Linux, we have one directory called root directory. Directory means folder. In Windows, we are going to call folder. Coming to Linux, terminology is different. Here we need to call directory. In Linux, we need to call directory. So here we'll have root directory. We are going to represent with the help of forward slash. This is a top level directory. Okay. It's a parent directory for all other directories. Guys, I hope you're clear. So forward slash is a top level directory. It's a parent directory for all other directories. If you want, you can make a note. Forward slash, it's a top level directory. It's a parent directory for all other directories. If you want, you can call root directory also. Directory means folder. Forward slash is a one folder. I hope you got it, guys. Under forward slash, we are going to store the data. It may be your operating system related data. It may be your official data. It may be your personal data. Whatever it may be, we are going to store under forward slash. I hope you got it, guys. So this is a root directory. How the tree it having the roots like the same way. So this hierarchy, it's having root. So it's a root directory. Inside the root directory, we'll have different directories. Yesterday, we installed the operating system. If you install the operating system, multiple directories, it is going to extract into forward slash. What kind of directories will have? What kind of services those directories providing for us? Now we are going to discuss. That is file system hierarchy. I hope you got it, guys. So top level directory, we are going to represent with the help of forward slash. Forward slash is a top level directory. It's a parent directory for all other directories. Right, guys? For example, which is the best place for learning IT courses in India? Huh? Huh? Chal. Okay, thank you. Okay. Place I'm asking, I'm not asking about institution. Amirpet. That's it, no? Yes, no. Most of the people, they are going to learn the courses in Amirpet itself only, right? Here, Amirpet is a top level directory. In Amirpet, we have the different types of institutions. All the institution people, they're providing the same courses or different courses. Different courses. Some XYZ institution, they're providing Java. Some ABCD institution, they're providing .NET. Some different institution, they're providing AWS, Python, like this. We have a number of the institutions in Amirpet, right? Amirpet is a top level directory. I hope you got it, guys. So forward slash is Amirpet now. Guys, Amirpet anagane Amirpet road loki ellakandi ida undandi. Okay na? So please focus on it. So I'm trying to giving some examples to you need to understand little bit clearly. Most of the people, they have the confusion here. Got it? So clear? Forward slash is a top level directory. For example, Amirpet is a one area. It's a one top level directory. In Amirpet, we'll have the different types of institutions, right? We'll have the different types of institutions, different types of institution, different types of courses they're offering us. Yes, no? I hope you got it. Like the same way, this is a root directory. Amirpet is a root directory. Like the same way, forward slash is a root directory. It's a parent directory for all other directories. Right, guys? So here we have different institutions, different courses they're providing. Those all the institutions where it will be available inside the Amirpet. Like the same way, inside the forward slash, we'll have different directories. So no need to bother about other institutions. Whatever, if you want to learn, it will be available in Naresh IT itself only. Okay. So Java, I don't know how many courses we'll have. So I think we'll have the number of the list, right? So no need to bother about another institutions. So you can join in Naresh IT. We'll have the excellent faculties, okay? Like Imran sir, right? So clear, guys. So forward slash, guys, please focus on it, guys. So आप लोगों को कुछ तो भी बोलना है, बोले तो डर लग रहा है मेरे को, हाँ? So forward slash is a top level directory. Okay, thank you, cool. Okay, so forward slash is a top level directory. It's a parent directory for all other directories. What kind of directories will have inside the forward slash? Now we are going to discuss. That is hierarchy, right? So please make a note. Slash ROOT is a home directory for root user. It will provide the work environment for root user. I hope you got it, guys. Make a note. Slash ROOT. Why slash? This is top level directory. Inside this directory, we'll have one child directory. Child directory name is ROOT. This is parent directory, guys. And this is child directory. Slash ROOT is a home directory for root user. It will provide the default work environment for root user. Make a note. Slash ROOT is a home directory for root user. It will provide the default work environment for root user. Got it, guys? Slash ROOT heading. Okay. Then make a note. Slash ROOT is a home directory for root user. It will provide the default work environment for root user. Default work environment for root user. How many types of user accounts we'll have, guys? Live about Linux in Windows. Yes, guys. In Windows, how many types of user accounts we'll have? What are they? Administrator and guest user, right? So we have administrator and guest user, guys. So let's see here. Admin user will have, guest user will have in Windows. Like the same way, coming to Linux, we have root user and normal user. Right, guys? Same terminology is different. Coming to Linux, we are going to call root user, supreme user, super user, administrator also if you want you can call. But maximum people they are going to call as a root user. Root user and normal user, guys. Okay. For example, I hope you made a note, right? So what is slash ROOT? Slash ROOT is a home directory for root user. It will provide the work environment for root user, right? What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that particular definition? Simple, guys. For example, you're trying to attending the interview, right, guys? Guys, last row, please. So you're trying to attending the interview, right, guys? What we need to attend the interview? Prerequisites. Don't say shirt, pant, and those all stuff. So already we should have shirt, pant, and shoes and those all stuff. Okay. Oh, very good. We need resume, curriculum vitae. Maybe you are trying to attending walk-in. So we should have the resume, then only we can able to attend. Now you are trying to preparing your resume in Windows operating system, right? You're login as an administrator in Windows operating system. How you are going to prepare the resume? With the help of MS Word. We open the MS Word according to our requirement and we prepare the resume. Then we save the document. Control S we use to save the document. We close the document. Again, So you forgot to add your hobbies, whatever it may be. You forgot, maybe you need to add one certification. You completed Linux certification, you need to add, you forgot to add the certification. Then again, you need to edit the resume, right? How you are going to open this resume document? From where you are going to get those all the documents? You didn't provide the any location, right? C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive, like this. We didn't provide any location. Just we used one shortcut called Control S to save. It got saved into our mission, right? So now, how we need to open, from which location we need to open this document? By default, where it will store. Very good. Who's that guy? Super. So document. We have the one document folder. It's related to admin user. I'm trying to log in into my laptop with the help of Imran user. He's admin, right? We have the document folder. Inside this document, we'll have all the document. By default, it will store. If you create document, it is going to store inside the document folder. If you download few, like maybe softwares, by default, it will store into the download folder, right? If you create pictures, it is going to store pictures. Those all default work environment for admin user. Like the same way, coming to Linux, you're login as a root user. Assume this. We log in as a root user. Now we are trying to creating few files and folders. Means directories. Those all the files and folders by default, where it will store inside the /root. I hope you got it, guys. /root is a home directory. If you purchase like home appliances, for example, you purchase one LCD, where you are going to keep your LCD? In Nareshati? No, right? You are going to keep your LCD into your home, right? Like the same way, root is one user. So he's trying to create in few files and directories. Those all the files and directories by default, it will store into the root user's home. So this is the root user's home directory. Excuse me, guys. /root is a home directory for root user. It will provide the default work environment for root user. I hope you got it. Clear? Right. Next directory. /home. /home is a home directory for normal user. Make a note. /home is a home directory for normal user. It will provide the default work environment for normal user. I hope you got it, guys. Right? /home is a home directory for normal user. It will provide the default work environment for normal user. /home is a home directory for normal user. It will provide the default work environment for normal user, right? While we are installing the operating system yesterday, right, guys, we created one user called student, right? Yes, no? While we are installing the operating system at the time, we created one user called student, right? So now student is a normal user. Guys, we can able to create 60,000 normal users by default. I hope you got it, guys. So for example, we'll have few users called Raju, right? Mantra Ledu. Okay, na? So Raju will have one user called Raju. Okay, we have one more user called Rani. Okay, Raju na Rani good undal kada, right? So we should have Raju and Rani. Okay, student. Those all normal users, guys. Guys, please, apart from jokes, so you need to focus on it. Why we are trying to making like this examples, in the sense you should understand clearly. Linux, I know, so you need to learn all the like commands only. So we are trying to making little bit fun to learn little bit easily. That's it. Don't misunderstand. Got it, guys? Because of you only, we are trying to making like this examples. Dani misuse cheyakandi. Ardhamavutunda? Please focus on it. So student is a user. Raju, Rani, like this users will have into our operating system. Right, guys? Now, what we said, /home is a home directory for normal user. If we having one normal user, okay, /home is a home directory for normal user, we can say. We have the multiple normal users, right? One directory is enough to store the data. So different peoples will have, right? If they try to storing the all the people's home appliances into same home, then what will happen? They have some confusion, right? Yes, no. To identify the data to the particular user's data, we need to identify in the sense always it's a bit difficult to us. So let's see here. If you're creating the user account, automatically inside the home, /home, / is a parent directory and home is a child directory. Inside the home, one more directory it will be created called student. I hope you got it, guys. So home student is a home directory for student user. I hope you got it. /home /student, parent directory, child directory and grandchild directory. Clear, guys? /, inside the / we have home. Inside the home student, /home /student is a home directory for student user. I hope you got it. Like the same way, Raju's home directory, /home /Raju. Rani's home directory, / very good, super, guys, /home /Rani. Clear now? Home is a common directory for normal users. Inside the home, automatically while you try to creating the user, same user directory it will be created. For example, I'm a root user, guys. I'm located into Kukatpalli. You are all normal users. You are all into Amirpet. Amirpet is a one area. /home is a Amirpet now. I hope you got it. In /home, you'll have multiple hostels, right? Like the same way. I hope you got it. Bharat, he is staying in SR Nagar hostel, right? మీకు ఇప్పుడు అడ్రస్ చెప్పాలి అట్లా ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఫర్ ఓకే. సో భరత్ he is staying in SR Nagar hostel. SR Nagar, where it got located inside the Amirpet. Home is Amirpet. Inside the home, we'll have the user's home directory. I hope you got it, guys. /home is a home directory for normal user. It will provide the default work environment for normal user. Got it? So clear? /root is a home directory for root user. It will provide the default work environment for root user. /home is a home directory for normal user. It will provide the default work environment for normal user. Right? Good. Next, /boot. /boot, boot. So /boot contain all the bootable files. Bootable files. So what is bootable file, guys? Yes. So all the bootable files will have inside the /boot. So bootable files means in Windows, sometimes you are going to get few errors. boot.img is missing. NTLDR is missing. Press any key to continue. Like this, errors will get, and you'll get one black color screen. We are unable to get the operating system. What is that NTLDR and boot.img? Those are bootable files. Those bootable files, it got corrupted. Because of that reason, we are unable to get the operating system. Okay. In our general language, for example, we are trying to traveling from Hyderabad to Bangalore. Clear, guys? We are trying to traveling from Hyderabad to Bangalore. Our source location is Hyderabad. Destination is Bangalore, right? Now, how you are going to start from Hyderabad? With the help of one vehicle. That's it, now. We are unable to walk, right? So with the help of one vehicle, we are going to start. What kind of vehicles you are going to use? Car, bus, bike, train, flight. So different types of vehicles will have. With the help of those vehicles, we are going to reach our destination. Without vehicle, how we are unable to reach our destination? At least one vehicle we need. At least one vehicle we need, right? So with the help of that vehicle, we are trying to reaching our destination. Like the same way, if you switch on the mission, it will start. Technically, what we need to call, it's boot. It will boot, right? So this mission target destination is this mission. It should reach to operating system. How we are trying to reaching Bangalore, like the same way, this mission also it should reach to operating system, right? So here what we need to reach our destination vehicles, right? Like the same way, in our operating system will have few bootable files. Those bootable files, it will work like as a vehicles. It will help to us to reach our destination. Then only we are going to get the operating system. I hope you got it, guys. Bootable files, it will act like as a one vehicle to reach our destination, to get our operating system into our laptop. So we have the operating system boot process. At the time I will teach you, no need to bother. At present, remember inside the /, what type of directories will have, what type of content those directories it having. Clear, guys? /boot contain bootable files, right? Coming to Linux, we have few bootloaders. We have few bootloaders. If you want, you can make a note, guys. /boot contain bootable files. /boot contain bootable files. Okay. Example, grep2 bootloader. grep2 grub grep2 grep full form grand 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 unified bootloader version 2 RHEL 7.0 onwards, 7.0 8.0, those versions 9.0 also it having grep2. Okay, grand GRAND unified bootloader, right, guys? So grand unified bootloader version 2, right, guys? So right, in 6.0 we have grep, only grep. In RHEL 6.0 having grep, or otherwise you can say legacy grep also. At present make grep, that's enough, no need to make legacy greps and those all stuff. And LILO Linux loader 5.0 4.0, those versions it having Linux loader, right, guys? Excuse me, guys. Right, LILO Linux loader, right, guys? So in 7.0 onwards they introduced to us grep2. In 6.0 version we'll have grep, and older version having LILO, right? So inside the grep2 we'll have kernel images and those all stuff. We are going to discuss about kernel images and those all stuff while we are discussing about boot process at the time. At present, no need to bother. Clear, guys? I hope you're clear about /boot. /boot contain bootable files and bootloaders. grep2 is a latest bootloader. Inside the grep2 will have grep configuration files and kernel images. We are going to discuss little bit in depthly while we are discussing about boot process. At present, remember boot contain bootable files. That's it. Next, /etc /etc contain etc guys /etc contain configuration files. Config files also you can write. If you want, you can write. So configuration files, right? So configuration guys, config files. Blindly remember etc contain configuration files. Configuration files means yes guys. For example, you created one user called student. Okay. Now I need to know the student user details. What type of user it is, what type of properties it having. So what is UID, what is GID, and those all stuff we need to know. So from where we need to get? So student user related details, it will store into one file. The file where it will be located inside the etc. That is called configuration file. And one more example. For example, we are trying to installing one server guys. It may be any service, web services, or FTP server, or DNS server, or DHCP server, whatever it may be. Okay. For example, we are trying to installing web server, right? So if you try to installing any service, three things it will happen. It will create one user account, it will create one home directory, and it will create one configuration file. Those three things it will happen for any server guys, not only for web server. If you want to can install any service, those three things it will happen by default, automatically it will create. Okay, right? For example, we are trying to installing the web services. HTTPD is a package we need to install in Linux to configure the web server. Simply, if you're installing HTTPD package, it's not enough. Simply, if you're installing the HTTPD package, it's not enough, guys. Right? According to our requirement, we need to configure the web server. We need to provide the access to someone. We should not provide the access to someone. So like this permissions, we need to configure. How you're going to configure as an administrator? With the help of configuration file. Got it, guys? With the help of configuration file, inside that configuration file, right? According to our requirement, we need to modify. We need to add few content inside the configuration file. So we need to edit the configuration file. Like this configuration file by default, where it will be located in the sense inside the etc. Blindly remember etc contain configuration files. I hope you got it. What is configuration file, right? Clear, guys? Good. Next, etc contain configuration file, right? Next, slash bin binary files, guys. So slash bin contain normal user executable commands. Slash bin contain normal user executable commands. How many types of user accounts will have? What are they? Root user and normal user, right? So normal user, it having the restricted access. Only normal user, he can able to execute the commands from bin. Inside the bin will have normal user executable commands, right, guys? Bin contain normal user executable commands. As bin contain super user bin. That's it. Has been meant. root user executable commands. Right, guys? Has been contain root user executable commands. Bin contain normal user executable commands. Has been contain root user executable commands. I hope you got it, guys. Clear? Bin contain normal user executable commands. Has been contain root user executable commands. Bin contain normal user executable commands. Right? So all the normal user executable command we are going to get from bin. All root user executable commands we are going to get from bin. Root user, it can able to execute any command anywhere. It's not like this. Only restricted command it is going to execute. This is root. Administrator, he can able to execute any command anywhere. But normal user, it's not like this. Only few commands access will have for normal user. All the commands it's unable to execute. Okay. So I hope you got it, guys. Has been contain root user executable commands. Right? USR, Unix shareable resources. USR, Unix shareable resources. USR stands for Unix shareable resources. USR contain program files. For example, you are installing one game into your Windows laptop. Unfortunately, you didn't get the shortcut on top of the desktop. Right, guys? Without shortcut, can we able to play the game? Without shortcut, can we able to play the game? We can. Without shortcut, we can able to play the game. We install the game, but unfortunately, we didn't get the shortcut on top of the desktop. Then how you are going to play the game without shortcut? We should go to my computer, this PC. Inside this PC, we'll have the C drive. Inside the C drive, we'll have program files. Inside the program files, we'll have the game folder. Inside the game folder, we'll have the game. The game where it will install by default. Game is a one program, right? Inside the program files. If you install VLC media player, it will install into the program files. We are going to get all the programs from where? From program files. Yes, no. Like the same way, if you install anything into Linux, those all the softwares, it will store inside the USR. USR contain program files. Right, guys? For example, if you try to installing one command, the command it will store inside the USR. So if you try to installing service, if you try to installing any application, those all it will be stored inside the USR itself on this. Okay. So USR contain program files. OPT, it's a optional for USR. OPT is a optional for USR /OPT. OPT, it's optional for USR. Right, guys? So OPT, it's a optional for USR. So OPT also contain program files, but third-party program files, guys. Third-party program files, it will available inside the OPT. OPT contain third-party program files. If you want, you can store your personal data also inside the OPT. For example, if you try to installing Ansible Tower, on third-party application Ansible Tower, at the time we need to use OPT. We should provide the space for OPT, right? OPT contain third-party program files. So if you want to can store your personal data also, it's not a problem. I hope you're clear, guys. /usr contain program files, OPT third-party program files. Next, dev /dev. Dev contain device files. Dev contain device files. I hope you got it, guys. Dev contain device files. Device files means hard disk, pen drive. So in Windows, we'll have device manager. Yesterday we opened device manager, right? To find out the processor cores. How we'll have the device manager in Windows? Like the same way, coming to Linux, we have dev directory. Inside the dev directory, we'll have the device files. Dev contain device files. I hope you got it, guys. Dev contain device files, right? Next, proc, PROC /PROC. Proc full form process, guys. Actually, process word only. From process word, first 4 letters they taken. PROC. Okay. Proc /PROC /proc contain process files. Background running process files we are going to get from /proc. I hope you got it, guys. /proc contain background running process. Those all virtual directories. It will keep on changing, right? So /proc contain background running process. Background running process files. Those all virtual directories. It will keep on changing, right? So we'll have the virtual directories. Those all keep on changing. Apart from those background running process, like task manager in Windows, guys. We have task manager in Windows, right? So if you open the task manager in Windows, you are going to get the like background running process. We are going to get background running process details, right? Like the same way, here we'll have the proc directory. We are going to get the background running process from proc directory, right? For example, maybe someone they're asking one question to you. So what kind of laptop you are using? So what is your configuration? Then how you are going to check the RAM details and processor details? In Windows, you know very well, we need to right click on top of this PC. We have properties. If you click the properties, you're going to get the details. Okay. So how much RAM will have? So what kind of processor we are using and everything we can able to get. But coming to Linux, we doesn't have any my computer, guys. Right. So coming to Linux, we doesn't have any my computer. So how we need to get the information about CPU and then as well as RAM? Inside the proc, we have few files. So those files, it contain CPU details and memory details. Memory means RAM details. Okay. Let's see here. Inside the proc, we have one file called CPU info and mem info. Let's see, guys, here. Cat is a command to print the file content. Okay. From tomorrow onwards, I'm going to start commands practical session from tomorrow onwards. Okay. Cat space /proc /CPU info. Cat is a command. It will print the CPU info file details. Got it? Inside the CPU info, we are going to get the CPU information. What kind of processor you are using, you are going to get. Maybe i3, i7, i5, something like it will provide the details. How many cores will have and everything it will show you. I hope you got it, guys. Next, cat proc cat proc mem info, mem info, cat space proc mem info, memory information. Memory information means RAM details and swap, SWAP, swap details. Got it, guys? Inside the proc, we have few files. For example, CPU info and memory info, mem info. Right, guys? CPU info contains CPU details, processor details. Mem info contains memory details like RAM details and swap details. How much RAM will have. So how much swap partition will have, we can able to find. What is swap, guys? RAM is a dynamic RAM, guys. We have chip right inside our laptop, inside our desktop. One chip will have IC. So that is called RAM. Coming to swap, it's a virtual RAM. Virtual RAM. So what is the use of swap? Now we are going to discuss. Right? For example, you have the one old laptop into your home, or otherwise old desktop you'll have. Before 90s desktop you have only 2 GB RAM into your desktop, right? This is a very old desktop, right? It having only 2 GB RAM. If you try to installing the operating system, that to Linux operating system, we are unable to get the good performance from our operating system because only 2 GB RAM will have. Right, guys? We need to increase the RAM space. We need to increase the RAM space. Then only we are going to get the good performance from our operating system. Got it, guys? We doesn't have the option to increase the RAM space because this is a very old desktop. We doesn't have one more slot to add the one more RAM. Right? So now what we need to do? We have the hard disk space. We are going to take some space from the hard disk. We are going to convert the space as a virtual RAM. If physical RAM space, if it is full, then the swap partition, it is going to support to physical RAM, dynamic RAM. We are going to get the good performance from our operating system. So that is a use of swap. Swap, how we are trying to creating from hard disk space. We have the hard disk, guys, 500 GB hard disk. I'm going to take some space from the 500 GB hard disk. I'll convert the space as a virtual RAM. This virtual RAM, it is going to support to physical RAM. If the RAM, if it is full 2 GB, automatically swap it is going to support and we are going to get the good performance. I hope you got it. Recommended equal to RAM or double of the RAM. In which cases, in the sense, for example, you have 2 GB RAM, you can give 2 GB swap or 4 GB swap. If you having 4 GB RAM, you can give 4 GB swap or 8 GB swap. If you having 16 GB RAM, no need to provide the swap. 2 GB is enough. 2 to 4 GB is enough. No need to provide 32 GB. 4 GB swap partition is enough. I hope you got it, guys. Clear? So right, next directory. Right, guys. So clear? Next, slash proc completed, right? Slash var, 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 right? Slash var contain variable data. Variable data. Variable data means, for example, if you're sending the mail, if you're receiving the mail, the information we are going to get there, by what time you send and those all stuff. Inside the var, we have log directory. So clear, guys? Guys, offline, please let it complete this. Then from tomorrow onwards, we'll have the very, very interesting topic. Right? Var contain variable data. Var contain variable data. Inside the var directory, we'll have one more directory called log. Forward slash is a one directory. Inside the forward slash, we'll have var. Var contain variable data and log files. Log directory. Inside the var, we have one more directory called log. Inside the log directory, we'll have the login files. What is login files? Login events will have, right, guys? For example, you are trying to log in into your operating system. Whether you are login successfully or not, what kind of password you are given, wrong password or right password, how many login attempts we failed, right? After login, how many commands you executed, guys? Offline, please, how many commands we executed, right? How many commands we executed, everything it will be recorded, right? I hope you got it, guys. Clear? What you are trying to doing the actions into your operating system, those all the actions, it will be recorded inside the log directory. Inside the log directory, we have different types of login files. Why we need to record those all stuff? Because of reducing the downtime. Maybe suddenly you got a problem in your operating system, then we need to resolve the issue, right? Then how you are going to get what kind of issue we have? With the help of this login information, we are going to get and we can able to resolve the issue. For troubleshooting, to reduce the downtime, we are going to use login events. Inside the var contain variable data. Inside the var, we have log files, log directory. Inside the log directory, we'll have the login files, login information related files will have, right? I hope you got it, guys. Next, run in Dota. Huh? So var log. Oh. No, it's not a single. See, here we separated with forward slash, right? If you separated with forward slash, this is a grandchild directory. This is parent and this is child and it's a grandchild directory. How will have the home Rani, home student, like the same way, right? Run, R-U-N, run. See, always it is going to come, like, see, space always it is going to occupy, right? From where? From root directory. Yesterday, while we are trying to installing the operating system, we provided forward slash, right? At that time, we provide for /12 GB, right? From 12 GB it is going to consume. Okay. So run is a new directory. It's introduced from RHEL 7.0. ఏం చేస్తున్నారు మీ ఇద్దరు అక్కడ? చేతులు కాళ్ళు ఒకళ్ళు పైన వేసుకొని what are you doing, guys? From tomorrow onwards you need to sit in front of me. Clear? Offline. Got it? So I hope like you're both of you my students only, right? So clear? Run contain real-time data, running services, last boot information. Run contain real-time data. ఇందా చెప్పింది ఏది? /run, it's a new directory. It's introduced from RHEL 7.0. /run is a new directory introduced from RHEL 7.0. We doesn't have this run directory in older version. Right, guys? We doesn't have run directory into older version like 6.0 version. Right? From 7.0 onwards, they introduced towards run directory. I hope you got it, guys. Clear? So run contain real-time data, running services, real-time data, running services, last boot information, right? And media. Inside the run will have media. Media means don't say TV9 and those all stuff, okay? /run media, right? Run contain real-time data, running services, last boot information, media. Media is a one directory. It's a grandchild directory. Inside the run we have one more directory called media. In media we have removable media. Removable media means pen drive, pocket hard disk, DVD, right? Those all stuff removable media. Run contain running services, last boot information, real-time data, and media. Media contain removable media. So I hope you got it. Run is a new directory introduced from RHEL 7.0 onwards. Clear? Good. Next directory. Sir, guys, only 2 directories we left. We are going to finish, and from tomorrow onwards we are going to start new fresh concept, right? Why we need to carry forward this again tomorrow? Your wish. Yes. What about online? What about online? Can you hear me online? Very good. Super. Praveen and very good, Praveen. What about remaining peoples? So online peoples are super, really, simply super. Vinay and those all stuff. Guys, because of you people, online people, they are getting disturbed. Please keep quiet. Nikki, I said to you peoples, like clearly after completing the demo links, after completing the demo session, I will provide the link, right? So it's enjoying session. Very good, Amma. Very good. Okay, guys, no issues. We'll continue tomorrow. So what I should do, tell me. So those people, they are not allowing me to teach. Huh? Okay. 5:36 is a time now. If you having any doubts, any questions, thank you. Who's that guy? Sadhana Reddy. Thank you, Sadhana Reddy. So thank you for your compliment. Excellent teaching, she's saying, right? So, okay. Got it, guys. Please don't make nice, guys, please. Okay. So clear, guys? Okay. So if you having any doubts, any questions for 5 minutes, 5 minutes time, I'm trying to providing to you. Then you can ask me, I will explain you again. Yes. Where? Guys, one guy is asking about where directory. Where contain variable data and log files, right? For example, you have your laptop, right? You're trying to log in into your laptop. By what time you log in? By what time you log out? What kind of commands you executed in your operating system? Each and every event, what you are doing, the action, it will be recorded. Where it will record in the sense inside the var log directory. Inside the var, we have the one directory called log. Inside the log, we have the login files. Inside the login file, we are going to get the login events. I hope you got it, right? So simply, guys, our parents, they are going to like saying something. If you're doing any mistake in Hyderabad, so God is going to punish you. Everything, it will be recorded. Like the same way, in our operating system, var log, everything, it will be recorded. So all the recording sessions, it will be available inside the var log. What kind of actions you are performing, those all the actions, it will be available inside the var log directory. Okay. Very good. Repeat this. Dev, guys, dev contain Redmi Note 10 Pro, right? Guys, please try to use your original names, guys. If I'm trying to calling Redmi, Realme, I think it's not good, right? So clear. Got it, guys? So he's asking about what? Run directory, right? Dev directory. Okay. So he's asking about dev directory. Dev contain device files. For example, your connected pen drive, your connected hard disk, pocket hard disk, or otherwise internal hard disk will have whether the device it got detected or not. How we are going to get the information in the sense from dev directory. In Windows, we'll have the device manager, right? So in device manager, we'll have all the device details. Yesterday we opened device manager. So we find the like processor details. Like the same way, inside the dev, we'll have all the device details. Laptop having multiple devices, right? Processor, RAM, right? We'll have keyboard, mouse, and we have hard disk, we have pen drive, we have DVD, everything we connected. Those all the devices, whether it got detected or not, we are going to get from dev directory. Inside the dev, we'll have the device file. Simple. How we'll have the device manager in Windows? Like the same way, we'll have the dev directory in Linux. So we are going to get all the device information from dev directory. Got it, guys? Got it? Clear? Okay, good. Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. Bye. Take care. So use masks from today onwards. Okay. So because again back. Okay. Right. So okay, guys, see you. Bye.